You know Sam Bankman-Fried, right? He's testified before in front of your committee,
Yes,
hasn't he?
yes, and he was in support of regulations, which is very interesting because he never showed any attempts to deny that regulations were needed. As a matter of fact, he supported it along with other crypto companies, and that's what we were moving toward.
Well, he may have said that he supported it, but in communications that have followed, I don't know if you saw this Vox report when he had a DM conversation on Twitter with a Vox reporter where he admitted that the lobbying and the overtures to Congress were basically nonsense. And he used a curse word about the regulators and said it was, quote, just PR. So do you feel like you got duped here?
Well, I have not seen that, but this is not uncommon as we deal with the biggest corporations in America, the biggest banking systems in the country. We oftentimes are told information that's not quite true. And so we understand that this does happen. We don't like it. And when we have an opportunity to deal with it, we do. When we can reveal lies that have been told, disinformation, we go at it and we expose it and we make sure that it is looked at in ways that could cause indictments.
What do you say to the cynics that are looking at all those campaign contributions that he made, including many to Democrats, 40 million in the midterms, which made it the Democrats' second largest donor, and wonder if there wasn't oversight and regulation of him and his firm because he was such an important donor to your party?
Well, what we understand about the election systems in this country is there are rules to giving donations. And when one follows those rules, then you cannot object to the fact that they give contributions and they follow the law in the way that they give them. But as I understand it, without the investigation having gone on, that there were contributions made to Democrats and Republicans. And certainly those contributions may have been done in an attempt to influence, but of course, we have to deal with that as regulators and as members of Congress with the responsibility for oversight. And so we will be a part of what is going on with these hearings and investigations, and we will do everything that we can to expose any violations that were obviously made.
Well, he gave $500,000 to the Democratic National Committee, and we just showed a number of your colleagues on the House Financial Services Committee that took donations from him. Should the DNC and your fellow lawmakers return that money?
Well, usually that's up to individuals about whether or not they return contributions that have been made. We have seen instances in the past where many members returned contributions that they discovered had, some fault that they didn't want to be, blamed for having taken that contribution. And so we don't know what is going to happen with the return of contributions by Democrats or Republicans. But as we move forward with the hearings, we'll learn an awful lot more.
No, I mean, it appeared to be ill-gotten gains. So it sounds like you would suggest that if the investigations find that, you would advocate for returning that money.